That's what I'm saying. 'Cause even if you ever go back and just like I'm gonna be working on it.
You're gonna need some energy, probably.
Oh my god.
That was not what you want to see in your oil filter.
No,
Oh no, that's not.
just drink some.
Okay, I have an idea.
Kiss like that. Kiss like that.
All right, so just pulled up to Youssef's garage here. He says he bought something weird. Really excited to see what's going on here. So we're gonna spend the day dissecting whatever this is. He said it's super weird, so I'm into it. Let's go check this thing out. Yo,
How's it going?
what's up, dude? So this isn't the weird thing you're talking about.
No, this
I know you had that.
That's another weird thing for another day.
Is it this?
This is a 1988 Mazda RX-7, so an S5 convertible. Relatively stock car. Nice fun summer cruiser. Missing a few things. It's lowered on HSDs. And it
Oh,
has
bro.
a motor out of a 1988 Ford Mustang, bored out from a 5 liter to a 5.2. Wide-scope pistons, rods, chems, Edelbrock heads, all of that kind of stuff.
Bro,
And
what?
I bought this sight unseen on Facebook Marketplace, not running. And there's a drift event next Saturday. So I already paid and signed up for the drift event. So let's see how this goes.
Oh my god. Do you know what, like we're so far out of my territory now, do you know what generation of 5.0 this is?
It's out of a Fox body, so an 88. I'm
Oh.
not sure the exact code. I've never owned a Mustang or a Ford. Actually, I owned a Mercury. That's a lie. I've never owned like a Mustang, like a cool one, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna attempt to hopefully do a top-end rebuild head gasket because Oil Smoothie came out with a lot of coolant and there's no coolant.
Nice.
And
Fords, man.
honestly, whatever it is, it'll be easier than S chassis.
That's true. That's probably true.
And
The stuff is pretty simple, isn't it? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at half the time. I don't know a damn thing about a 5.0.
so. There's a lot of janky stuff done to this.
I see some
No, that's fine.
questionable
That's not a fire hazard.
grounding.
So let's honestly kind of see what happens, I guess. This is an intake manifold gasket.
So we're one piece removed from this and we already have an issue.
One piece removed. Well,
There is no intake manifold gasket.
that is
Thank God, yeah, or Youssef bought a gasket kit.
oddly, parts are very cheap for this motor
Hell yeah, they are.
and very easy to find and very, honestly, God bless America. That's all I can say about this motor.
So first thing, literally we were gonna like time lapse some removal. We took one thing off. There's no intake manifold
No,
gasket.
that was not sealing.
All right, good start. So obviously I'm not super familiar with the Coyote 5.0, but I don't know if you're supposed to have two gaskets on each.
Oh, that one's
cover.
ripped at the bottom.
Where's that? Oh, yeah, good catch. And then there's two on that side too, right?
Oh, this side that side are aluminum gaskets.
And that's
Or metal.
Oh, what?
This side is cork.
Maybe. Yo, what?
So
I think it's 1 and 1, like a cork and a. No, that still wouldn't be a thing, right?
No. Intake, like, valve cover gaskets are one
Yeah.
per side.
Right. So there's two gaskets on each side, and and both sides are vastly different.
So those side were metal. That side was. We're gonna have a fun time here.
This is a good start. We can't even time lapse taking stuff apart because literally everything we remove, we find something weirder than the last one. Okay, so with all that sorted, where are you headed now?
I want to pull the plugs just to see, because if they're covered in gas, I guess that's a good thing. Possibly,
At least you know it was flooding and not a blown head gasket.
because if it's I don't want to get this block surfaced. I cannot afford to do this, time-wise or financially. Kind of a. Please just come out. Just
Big
by hand.
brick and some sandpaper goes a long way, as they say.
Or just the brick. Who needs that sandpaper? That carbon buildup, to be honest, not even worth cleaning these spark plugs. I don't know how much Mustang spark plugs could possibly be, but we're just gonna honestly get new ones because in our limited budget,
You could throw some spark plugs
I
in
think
there.
we just throw some plugs.
Especially when they look like this. That is a...
Like, that's probably why I was running bad.
That's cooked.
That's probably why I was running very, very rough. that vacuum leaks combined. And to be honest, I'm kind of happy that that's why it's running bad and not the gas smoothie that came out of it. So let's pull the rest of the plugs and do a quick part store run and see what they have.
Is the head units in Japanese?
This car has been in Canada for 8 years. I bought it locally.
The whole time?
Yep.
Alright.
I bought it locally.
Obviously the speakers don't work as intended, like many.
Yeah.
I see Akira Nakai's signature.
Yep, Akira Nakai, TJ Hunt.
Oh, that's what it is, okay.
Yeah, I met him at Formula Drift, New Jersey. If you guys come to our shows at Formula Drift, just to let you know, a lot of cool celebrities are there. I personally went to the New Jersey Tuning 365 show
2 years ago.
2 years in a row now, and this year I met TJ Hunt there, and we got to talk to him, hang out with him, do a few interviews. You'll be able to see that in the documentary that we're going to be releasing pretty soon. But yeah, there's a lot of cool celebrities that come up to our shows, and you honestly just get to meet and greet them in the wild, I guess. So it's a pretty cool time.
We don't have a spark plug gapping tool in this awesome garage somehow. But shame on you. And a spark plug gapping tool. Oh, we sent a friend to go run and grab one from the hardware store just down the street. Turns out this thing's recommended spark plug gap is 0.054, which is actually like a pretty hefty gap, which makes me think the like seemingly wide gap on these was actually correct. We'll test. It still looks a little big, but we'll test when we get the gapping tool. In the meantime, we can get a proper valve cover gasket on both sides of these instead of whatever that is. And then also an intake manifold instead of literally nothing. All right, so got all the stuff back on. Valve covers are back on with proper gaskets, not whatever that is over there. Real gaskets from a fresh gasket kit. Same for the intake manifold. Didn't even have a gasket before, so I'm sure that was part of the rough running issues in combination with like the bad spark plugs, probably old fluids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of sealing this back up, replumbing all the MSD ignition stuff, reconnecting. I said plumbing too. See, that's bad.
Replumbing the wires, that's what it's called.
A couple air hoses we still gotta hook up, and then we're gonna gap the spark plugs, get them in, fill this thing with oil, and hopefully it runs better than it used to.
So intake manifold torqued to our spec.
Got a couple of lines left.
Okay, that's... So every one of the sensors in this motor, because we're selling the car, we are going to super glue them on. So if the seller comes, tries to unplug anything, tries to try any funny tricks, joke's on him. Super glue. For only $1.25 at Harbor Freight, you too can mess with the next owner of your car or the previous owner of your car. The Moreno did super glue them. Nope. I guarantee somebody's done that in the past. My friend is
Ear clamps need to die. Let's see what's going.
my friend with his S13. His SR was in a E30 before his car. So I had all BMW sensors. Yeah, and then he was chasing issues for like a year and a half. Like sensor issue after sensor issue because everything he found was BMW. Then eventually he got fed up and did like whatever, like a $600 order of every possible sensor. Do you know how much a CAS for an SR is now? I want you to guess. It's $2K from Nissan.
Shut up.
$17.99 plus tax after the price update.
Jesus. That's disgusting. Yes. Success. Alright. Basically certified Ford mechanics.
If anybody needs any work on their Ford, comment below because we will not do it for you.
Just look at the size of it.
I know, that's what I said.
What is this?
So,
Ford.
where's my SR oil filter?
I'm not in an area where I can get leverage either.
I feel like it's a
Screwdriver is terribly placed. What is with American cars and American trucks putting the oil filter in the worst possible location to get to it easily? Is it to create jobs for Mr. Lube, Jiffy Lube, and all those guys? Maybe.
Okay, for reference, guys, this is the oil filter off of this Ford 5 liter from 1988. This is the oil filter off of my SR20, my Nissan motor.
Why is it so tiny?
Look at this. Look at them next to each other. I don't know if this is like going good on camera, but It is
Quite the difference.
like, don't talk to me or my son ever again kind of difference. This is... Honestly, though, the SR one is big enough.
That looks smaller than my SR one. Maybe that's an NASR thing.
And no, but honestly, I think any bigger than this is, like, overwhelming for the motor. Okay, so we got the first one gapped. We're gonna put it in the motor now, and hopefully the motor is not cooked. Kind of what we're just hoping at this point.
You definitely cannot trust factory gapping those spark plugs, by the way. These are all vastly different.
By the way, I've never gapped a single spark plug in my entire life.
Serious?
Really?
Yeah, my car's all run fine.
So why do you think this thing's not running, Youssef? Let's hear it.
So we think after looking at those spark plugs, it was pretty bad. It was missing an intake manifold gasket, valve cover gasket leaks from every single possible spot. There's just a lot of janky stuff going on with this motor. So hopefully what we did today on our very tight budget will make it work.
You checked there was gas?
Oh yeah, when we bought the car, the guy said it wasn't running whatsoever. So when we tried to start it, the gas needle read 0, but I'm like, okay, it's a swap car, gauges don't work. On the way home, I put gas in it, like 30 bucks. I'm like, okay, I'll dilute the old water gas just to see if it'll fire. Then it showed a quarter tank of gas. So I know what was wrong with it.
She ain't got no gas in it. By the way, it's one full turn and I still can't do it.
Oh yeah, this is Omar, he's my brother. He's very mechanically challenged.
What the hell?
Yo, it's late, man. Late at night. Some of us have day jobs out here, and look what this guy's doing. Wasting our time. Completely wasting my time. I have a job. I have a boss to report to. 8:30 in the morning. What am I gonna tell him?
There's no oil in the car, so I can take this off and it won't drip all over the floor.
It'll probably drip.
It'll stay regardless. It's over there, but I don't know if it'll fit under the car. So honestly, just allow it.
What about this? Is this my car?
No, it's fine. Please don't. That's the OEM one, please.
Or you just covered in all stains already.
They actually go for a lot of money right now.
Are you serious?
They're like 150 bucks on eBay.
I want a new one, by the way.
I have a base one you can make 240.
Yeah, I want a big
Nothing's
one
like
too.
this, and nothing's like OEM shaped anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I have like big card pieces already shaped out.
Your S13, your OEM S13 one goes for a lot more money.
That's so stupid.
What?
Bro,
Oh my god.
Wait.
you definitely don't have a head gasket.
What the hell?
Are we sure that's not gas?
It's partly gas, that's for damn sure.
I think it's just gas and oil mix. Because coolant and oil don't mix.
Yeah, but for fuel to be going all the way.
But I'm saying, think about how long this car has been cranking for the guy trying to start it.
Do you have anything you can dump this into and take a
There's an oil pump hiding in the corner.
scientific look?
You can go along with him. I'm scared.
Oh, it's already full. Do you have anything empty I can dump this in?
Oh, you kind of
Uh-oh.
This is grim. That is not what you want to see in your oil filter.
No,
That's for damn sure.
no.
It really does smell like gas, to be fair. Like a lot of gas, but it's milky.
Drink it.
Gas won't make oil that. Oh, this is.
Oh.
That's not what you want to see, kids.
Is that how they do the hydro dipping or whatever?
Yeah, this is my new hydro dipping kit. DIY.
I think that's gas.
It's definitely partly gas because it stinks like gas.
That's gas.
Probably could have got another 1,500 kilometers.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of fuel in that. Like it stinks like a gas station.
Oh no, that's gas. That's not.
Just
A lot
drink
of fuel.
some.
If okay, I have an idea.
Send that. You know what we should do?
What?
Order one of those. I forget what it's called. Like black something engineering. They send you a vial to send
Yeah.
your oil for testing. You should send a vial of this. Be like, what's in my oil? They're gonna be like everything.
If I taste,
Everything.
if I taste some,
You will die.
no, I'm saying, but if I don't like, you know, coolant's like really pungent.
You won't taste it in this.
Yeah, you will.
It's gonna taste like fuel.
Okay, so it's gas then.
You should fill a clear jug with this stuff and then pretend you guys are doing a fresh oil change on it and so that people can see it. We can pour it into the car.
That is super hectic.
Honestly, can we put that in the Prius?
This is some sort of toxic waste. I've never seen this in my life.
That's a fucking.
But I kind of want to drink it.
It's like, you know, you shouldn't touch lava.
Yeah.
It's not very metallic.
There's no metal.
Yeah, it's not metallic. Well,
I think it's gas. No, it isn't. I think it's metal. I think it's. Sorry, gas.
I have never seen gas in the gas station look like this.
it's the forbidden smoothie right there.
How much to take a teaspoon?
Oh, that might kill you.
Maybe 25.
How much to take a dip with your pinky?
$5. I'll do it.
That might mess you up, honestly.
Might.
Like, I know it's a small amount, but that might do some stuff to you.
Okay, so we have established that that is completely gas and there's no other issue with my motor internally.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So now we're gonna fire it back together and see if it runs. And but that's not. Oil.
Cheese.
What is that?
That's a problem.
It's oil.
All right, so check back next time. Because we are going to go through and empty the coolant system and all of that. We'll do that in the next video. Maybe we can see what's actually wrong with this thing and get it running before drift back. All right, so you can see what we're up against here, and you probably have an idea of what the next chapter is going to look like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us do this.